I look crazy.
What's up, YouTube?
We're just getting stuff started. Let me see. Got you in my ear. So tonight will be fun. I just started a self-portrait. Jackie has not seen it.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
I've got it covered up behind me. And but we had some fun today. We went to Amon Carter Museum and delivered a painting somewhere and stuff like that. Okay, everybody ready?
Oh,
Hold it.
we're ready.
Okay, here we go. Prepare. Well, hey guys, welcome to our home.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. And I'm John, that's Jackie.
I'm Jackie. Jackie.
Eagle's asleep in her bed. I need to get the Eagle cam. I stopped doing it because all she does is sleep.
Yeah.
It's just like the sleep cam. I could just get a photo of her and put that up because that's about as riveting.
It gets kind of silly though over there. I mean, she's upside down, everything's sprawled.
Well, that's true.
I mean, it's pretty cute. It's just
She does sleep kind of
I feel
funny.
like she kind of like rubs it in a bit with like, I'm relaxing. What are you guys doing?
What you guys doing? well, today I just started a self-portrait, so I thought I'd work on that a little bit, where we could chat about stuff we're doing and all that kind of stuff, and just have a chillax sort of time for a bit. And but the self-portrait is kind of fun, so I thought, I don't know, we could chat about that if you want. Like, the very first painting I ever did was a self-portrait. So every once in a while, I like to just check in with myself, see what I look like. We were at the Amon Carter Museum today. I was doing not a voiceover, but it's like when you go into a museum and there's like audio. Gosh, I swear my brain.
Audio description.
The audio description. Thank you. Yes. Jackie in for the save. Audio description of paintings. They asked me to come and do one because it was a painting where they the artist tried to capture sound in the painting, and I in a lot of my artwork I use sound, so they thought it was a good fit. But so that was really nice. So we went there and did that.
It was Arthur Dove's Thunderstorm.
Well, Thunder. Gosh, I'll have to look it up. Thunder Rainstorm. I talked about it today. I swear I did.
It was really good too. You did a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Well, Barbara Brands joins us, says hi and howdy. Hey.
Hey, Barbara. Thanks for joining.
Kim's with us, says hello, and Torleen joins us, says hi guys. So thanks for tuning in. We're just hanging studio times.
Yeah. And today it's self-portrait day, so I want to show you guys that.
Are you gonna give like the backstory with what the because this is a commission, right?
It is.
Okay, and what's going on?
Well, I wanted to mention because we were just talking about going to the Amon Carter, and one of the great things about that we went and had lunch with Amanda and Peggy that are there, and they're so nice. Amanda we've known for years. She used to work with the Dallas Museum of Art. Now she works with the Amon Carter. Just a really amazing person. And Peggy was the first time we met her, and she was so nice. It was really, really cool. And Peggy's part of the education department there at the Amon Carter, which is really, really kind of cool because museums they try to cater to every sort of disability. They try to be inclusive, have all this sort of programming that's just kind of fun and stuff. So it was fun to be a part of that.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how much programming is until we started working with the DMA ages ago, I didn't realize that there was like tons of programming for all sorts of groups, Alzheimer's, autism. I mean, like all.
Oh, the Alzheimer's groups. That's always one of my favorites. That's so much fun. Oh my goodness.
So that's pretty cool. That's you can find that if you're looking for it. That's cool.
One of the things we talked about over lunch though was about the weather. How it seems like when we get older, we just talk about the weather a lot. So I was thinking, I was sitting here, I was thinking before the show, and I thought,
do you want to get a rain gauge now?
No, well, maybe, but I was thinking a lot of people, since this is on the internet, a lot of our friends don't necessarily live in Texas or haven't visited Texas. So I thought I would try to show what the weather in Texas is like.
Yes.
So this pretty much is summer. So like in Texas we have summer.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's
Yeah.
This is August. It's a little toasty. You go out. It's a little much
Slightly.
It's a slightly much, but it does make it nice. Like we have a lot of lakes and stuff here, so it makes it great to go to the lake. You know, it's cookout stuff like
Drown
that.
yourself in the water.
Yeah, just to try to put the fire out.
Yeah.
So and then, but right after summer, of course, you know we've got fall, and fall starts and it's really nice, and then like it's over. That's it. like you just have time to get your jacket.
Yeah.
And like you're like, ooh, the air's a little brisk and it's a little nice.
Well, I mean, it goes from like burning to ice.
Yeah, that's it. It's
Yeah,
like even on the wall, like we were whenever we were doing the mural in Fate, it was it was hot. It was kind of hot during the day, and then suddenly at night we're just shivering because suddenly it's so cold.
I had to get in the hot tub a couple of times because I couldn't get the cold out of my bones.
So anyway, that was my visual display for this show, and ta-da!
Nancy joins us, says, hey.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm kind of hoping John will, because Nancy had a request painting wise that John is starting, and hoping that you'll be working on it next Tuesday.
Yeah,
I don't
actually,
know, maybe.
I'm hoping. I'm definitely starting it, and we have a German film crew that are coming in on Friday, and I'm going to be finishing this painting I think that I'm working on right now, and they wanted to film me stopping a painting, finishing a painting, and starting a painting. So I thought that'd be kind of a fun one to do. So that'd be cool.
And Kim says the Smithsonian has the American Insight Tours, inclusive and well done. I'll have to look that up.
Well, that's nice.
It's really cool because like you can kind of share different concepts across galleries. I know when you were working with the Meadows, you know, because you did a lot of the programming there and introduced it, and so there was a lot of like
with Carmen, Carmen,
trading information and going back to the DMA and. Everybody was kind of like, all the museums were almost kind of trading secrets and like, how can we make this programming better? So that was really cool. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, that would be really cool. But so I've started this self-portrait. I just, it's hard to start a self-portrait. I was just thinking, who is the most handsome person that I could possibly paint? And then I thought, who do I have access to? So quickly, it wasn't necessarily at the top of the list. But.
Well, I've always heard that if you ever have an artist block, the best way to get over it is to try to do a self-portrait. To just do self-portraits until you've gotten yourself out of that sort of hole.
I was wondering what an artist block was. I thought, you carve it? Like, what is an artist block? Is that like... Yeah. Well, that makes sense. That's cool. Well, Jackie hasn't seen this, so I took pictures while I was doing it. So these pictures are not going to be great. So I apologize if they're like pum 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 pum. If they're all over the place. But I just did because I thought it might be interesting to see like the progression of it too. Because like how do you start a painting like this? And plus, there's also another painting in the painting, which you'll see in a second. That's in it.
This is intriguing.
So it's really the start of two paintings.
Wow.
And I'm wondering if anybody can guess what the second painting is. It's a painting that I've done.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I bet I can guess it.
Oh, really?
Oh, probably.
Well, let me see here.
I know all of your paintings.
Yeah, you do. You're awfully great.
Well, my mom joins us, says, hi, guys. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Here, let me ask you: Is this working?
I mean, it's popping up on the screen. Yeah.
But is it compressed or not compressed? I mean, is it working right?
Yeah, it's it
is working. Oh, it's compressed.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know what the deal is with this thing that makes it do that. So I forget. I got it to work last time, but it keeps doing this like each time, and I don't know why. I know, right? Is it working now?
No, it's still compressed.
Okay, well, let me see.
I do want to say that if you guys have not seen the mural, I mean, I know last show we showed some images of it, but we finally posted some drone shots of it, which is I'm pretty stoked about, and an actual like high res, like good, solid image of it all. So if you guys haven't seen it, definitely go check it out on the socials. It's one of my favorite murals that we did. So. Oh
yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
I like it too. So, here, let me.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I just added a new thing to it. So if I add something to it, it fixes it. So I don't know. It's so weird. Okay. Anyway, The first one's just a mural because I don't know if we talk about it. That's the mural. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And that's us doing our little 80s back to back sort of thing because we're dorks. Okay, this is the canvas I have over here.
Okay.
So that's what it started as. Okay, so what this is, it's going to be a self-portrait, but it's me painting a painting. Oh yeah, we were going to talk about like the reason that this is a it's a commission actually for a process, but like they wanted. The whole idea for the painting was to just sort of show my process. Like the person that wanted the painting, they work with people that are visually impaired. They come in and they just wanted to see the process of like working through like sight loss and all, and then
like
how
psychologically, like what you were going through.
Yeah, like what a person like goes through, what I went through, and then what helped with it and all. Now that Will's painting, so I wanted to show this, and I'll describe like what I'm going to try to do with the painting to do that. But so this is at least the start of it. So what I'm doing here is I'm using black lines to try to get the tacky black lines to where I know where I kind of want to be, and then I'm using gray lines to go in and just rough it out a little bit, just start roughing out shapes. So in this one I've done a little bit more. Okay. So I'm just roughing out more shapes. I'm just trying to think of where I'm going to be, what's going to happen. I've got my right hand out there just in the air. Okay, I'm doing a little bit more. I'm trying to work on my head a little bit and just trying to work on like where everything's kind of going to be.
Okay.
So I'm just doing a little bit more, just roughing it in. And it's not perfect. Like I'll show you like whenever we go over. Like it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. So if you're working on something like this, every little brushstroke that you make, you're getting more information, and you can decide, is it good, is it bad? Kind of like my nose is kind of tweaked. I have to show you. It looks like I got punched in the nose. So I'm just working on it a little bit more. Hey, can you tell? I'm not sure which one where I start putting color on the canvas.
Not on color yet.
Okay, when I do, could you tell me?
Yeah.
So as you can see, I'm just roughing it out more, just roughing it out.
Okay.
And then everything is just sort of lines and things. So I'm just sort of just trying to get all that in. And
it's a big painting you're working on. Oh, there's color.
Oh, okay. No, thank you. With color, I'm just starting with. I'm working with one color at a time. It's just another way to rough in more of the area. So, and I started with lighter colors. So I'd go from like yellow, and then I would go to orange, and then I would go to like pinks, and then red, and then I would sort of change over to different colors. So that and with that I would go on the different side of the spectrum where I would use like blues and then purples and then I would sort of just go all in it.
Huh. Okay, cool.
So that's kind of where it is right now, and now that you've seen it, you can see it more. See it more. So anyway, and here
let me say really fast, Nancy says the mural is awesome.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
And Owen has joined us, says, hey guys, sorry I'm late for class, haha. And Christy joins us and says, good evening. Hey, thanks for tuning in.
So let me show you the okay, so this is an up close. So, so see over here my nose? Look at that. And I've got like a little frown going on, and I don't really have much of a bottom lip. But that's okay. You're just roughing it out. It's just a sketch, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just sort of roughing it all out. But what I want to do is make this all really thick, chunky paint. Okay. So this side is just going to be black and white, because I know like whenever like the eyesight, or it doesn't even have to be eyesight. For me, this painting, the gentleman he wanted that in particular. Going through it and what helped, and the psychological process. But anytime you face something, so. It's very black and white. It seems like all color is drained out. And it's going to be very chunky, sort of like, using a palette knife. Very thick, chunky black paint with some grays mixed in and stuff. And then on the face, you can see where I roughed all this out, and I just used two different grays and black is all that I've used. And most of the time when I do a grayscale like this, I'll usually use 3 or 4 grays. On this one, I just use 2 because for the finished part of this, I want to be kind of chunky. Like I want it to not chunky like this, but the paint though, like I want big blocks of paint kind of coming off. And on the so all around here, and I'm gonna start putting this in a minute. It's just gonna be very, very dark. And the only color in the painting is the painting that I'm actually working on in the painting. So that's where the color is coming from, and that's like the healing. And I'm not sure, but I thought about maybe having color kind of go up in the arm, or maybe little bits of color starting to come in. So it's like I'm working on the painting, but the painting is also working on me. You know,
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is actually, so what I did, so if anybody can tell which painting this is, I'll be very impressed.
I mean, it looks like quite a few of your paintings.
It does, but it's one in particular. But here's the weird, hard thing, not hard, well, about this, is that this is a very particular painting, but it's only a part of the painting, and it's at an angle, and it's like back at an angle. So it's weird to paint a painting that you've already painted, and then to take it and then go, to tweak it, and then to tilt it and to think of it like that, because you know it'll make you start sweating. I'll tell you.
Okay, so I mean,
and this is just roughed out, of course.
Does this painting that you're painting have meaning? Is it like
it's
a painting?
Meaningless part?
I mean, is it like one of the paintings that you're like, that was one that you have a close connection with? Like,
I would
you
say,
painted so many park paintings.
I would say that between you and me right now, you have a closer connection.
Oh, is it the one behind me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're very close to it. It's the left hand panel. So if you look at it, Jackie, it's the one on the left. And as you can see, it's very, very roughed in, and it's not of course the whole painting over there, because this is actually the light pole, and it's going up here, and and we don't get to the part where it splits up like it does in the painting over there. It actually will start doing that like over here a little bit. So
well, Owen said doing a self-portrait, and then Nancy says like John isn't normally in black. Speaking of you being black and white. Yeah, he's a cartoon character. And
I actually got color with the mural though.
And my mom agreed with that. That's true.
What did your mom say?
Well, she agreed that you're always in black.
Oh yes,
the man in
yes.
black. And Kim says, love hearing about your process. Myself and a coworker presented on adaptive art yesterday at the conference of the Association of Vision Rehabilitation Therapists.
That is super cool.
I talked about you some and gave your website, so that's nice.
Well, thank you very much for that, and congratulations. That is really, really cool.
And Christy said before you told us the painting, she asked, is it the one behind Jackie's head?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Very, very good. Wow.
So that's cool. Like, the only thing I'm surprised about with the way you've positioned this is that you don't have, look at what you're doing right now. You have your other hand up.
Oh, well, I know. I thought about doing that.
Yeah.
But I was afraid, and I was thinking about it, but I was afraid I'd be like, like Frankenstein or something.
I'll be honest, like, I feel like it's unnatural that you're not doing it.
Like, yeah, well, there are times whenever I'm painting, kind of like here. Okay, let me show you. Okay, see this? Look at that.
You never paint that way.
I do. Sometimes my hands go to sleep.
Oh, your hand goes to sleep.
Well, I mean, like if I'm putting in an area, I don't, I know kind of like here, like going up. I don't need to feel all that because I know what's up there.
You're like, all right.
There's nothing on there. Look, I just made it real. It's no accurate. No, but I mean, like up here, I don't need to feel all this because there's nothing up there. It's all going to be dark for right now. So, yeah, I know what you mean, but I thought for the composition, if I had the other hand up, I'd be blocking a lot of this. Yeah, I mean, maybe it would have been good, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I like it though. It's. Yeah, I don't know. It could have gone either way, and.
Then you could have color going into both hands, and it's like really emphasized, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is will be good in a way because it's, emphasizing the vision and the color and all that, and I don't know. I think it'll work, because I also wanted it to be a little chunky, a little bit, and.
Well, that's cool.
I just thought about having two hands up there, which might be a little cumbersome, but I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, guys, we're actually having a little work done on our house next Monday. They're starting.
Yes.
Our house was built in the 70s.
It's funny because I'm like, I'm not stressed about it. I'm not stressed about them coming and doing the work. I'm stressed about the decision making that's involved. Like, cause I know it's a lot of like Google searching tile, and what if they don't have the tile that I've Google searched randomly? And this is gonna be stressful. I don't know.
I feel good about it because our bathroom is basically from the 1970s.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel great in that respect.
Oh yeah, so everything we do is just going to be better, and like it doesn't have like GFCI like outlets and stuff, and we have to like we have some plumbing problems and things, so it's like one of those things like, well, it's good to get it done. So, but we're going to do that, but we've never done this before. So it's kind of exciting.
Well, and John has his eyes on a bidet that you'd find in the NASA space station. So, I mean, this thing.
Well, I'll have to say I'm a fan of that whole of the water.
I agree. I'm
because
totally a fan.
It's funny. Like when I had my back operated on, we got that because of, you can't turn, twist, and all that, and oh my goodness, like it just makes so much sense. I mean, we use water to wash our hands. I mean,
yeah, I feel like everybody should have a bidet. I feel yes. I mean that's a given.
It's really weird. Like I have some family that are like very Texan, very like Western, Southern, and then they've like tried the bidet or whatever. They're like, holy,
no.
What? No, yes, like
okay.
Why in the world isn't everybody doing this? Like it doesn't even make sense. I don't know. I'm just saying. But then we'll have friends or somebody or people that will visit our house, and they'll go in there and like, what in the heck is this thing?
And we don't even we have one now, but it's not fancy. I mean, it's your just most basic one.
Yeah.
So I mean, the fancy ones. I mean, you go over to Japan, and those things virtually talk to you.
They do talk to you. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
It was the first time I ever saw one. Every toilet in Japan has that. In the like everywhere. I mean, all of them have it, and they're like, I can't speak Japanese, but it's like, what? Who's
I mean,
there?
I expect like a robot to come out and serve you a drink while you're sitting there.
And the ones over there aren't like the little easy one that we have It's the one with the million buttons and stuff.
That's in another language.
Yeah, you're like, how do I turn this thing off?
Well,
I can't get up and leave, or it's
just
gonna be like a sprinkler in the bathroom has gone off. Like, I've got to figure out how to turn this off.
Well, my mom says they have a ton to choose from. Yes, she's got one of those fancy ones that's like warm water and all that fun stuff. And Nancy said TMI. You're welcome. And my mom said yes, warm water is a must and a dryer. So and Ken joins us, says putting butt wipes out of biz. LOL. I will say with the whole like flushable wipes situation, I know we're getting into the nitty gritty here. Those will destroy your plumbing. Even if they say flushable, they'll destroy them. And I know, like, our plumbing is already dicey because we have 20 trees on our property that is just, growing into the plumbing. So there's no flushable wipes. That's not happening.
Yeah. This is true.
And Kim says, what do they say? Please take a seat. They should. They should be, well, for as much as they cost, they should be very welcoming.
I know this is a really weird discussion that we to have, but I was reading it because you never read about toilets and stuff. So, but we have to buy two. So I was reading about them, and they have toilets out there that they're smart toilets. Like everything's smart now. It'll realize that you want to go use the bathroom. And
and if it connects to
it'll
Alexa,
raise the lid for you. We're not getting anything like that, but it's kind of interesting to know they have that sort of stuff. It's like I don't know if I want a toilet that's smarter than I am. It's like. Ugh.
Well, and if you can talk to it, you're on board.
Well, yeah. Toilet Alexa?
Well, Nancy's reiterating it's TMI. We really have nothing else to talk about tonight. Yeah. And Ken says, bag 'em for sure. I'm in an RV. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Gosh, when we were in the camper, it was always kind of dicey what was happening. But, yeah, so I don't know. My big thing, so going into this bathroom remodel, John and I both have our hang-ups, our deal breakers. John's is the bidet, it has to have a bidet.
Sort of. You're making me sound weird.
No. I mean, I agree. I think it's a good thing. It's great, and it cuts down the cost on toilet paper. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still buying it, but it's not. You're not stuffing a whole roll down there.
I think I kind of agree with Dance about the TMI thing. This is
my hang up, and maybe it's just me. My hang up with the toilets, and this was my deal breaker with the bathroom, was I wanted a brand new toilet. If I'm choosing my toilet, I want solid sides. Like, I don't want that weird shaped side that all toilets have with, like, almost like you can see the tube in it or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the pipes and all?
Yeah, because, like, as the person that cleans the bathrooms, it is gross. I mean, there's nothing like, it's just dust, but it becomes gross.
And if you have dogs,
dog hair, it's
dog fur. And...
I don't want to, like, wipe in the crevices of that area. So I'm like, I want a solid-sided toilet. I don't care. Just, that's my deal breaker.
You know what I always thought that would be great? Like, if I was designing a house, to get a bathroom where it's tile all around it, and you've got like a big grate, or a drain.
Hose it down.
Yeah, or you can just hose the entire thing down, or hit a button and it just
throw
like
the 13-year-old
sprays foam all over the place, and then and then just goes through the clean cycle. And then,
I'm telling you. I mean, heck, you don't even have to get into the shower. You could just turn it on while you're standing in the bathroom. Get hosed down. That'd be great for Jack.
Yeah.
Well, Christy says, yes, I have several of my mom's friends who got the flushable ones, speaking of the flushable wipes, and a subsequent enormous plumbing bill to go with them. Plumbers say they do not disintegrate. Yes. And then my mom said it even puts out a nice smell. Oh, of the bidet. Oh, that's nice. Oh. And Ken said a bidet should check temp and other vitals.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
I agree.
It should.
Your blood pressure. And,
wow.
I don't know. Colon cancer, all that fun stuff.
Goodness.
Man. Anyway. So,
I'm just looking forward to everything being, I don't know, working well. And
I mean,
like the shower, the bathtub.
Yeah.
All these things.
And our cabinetry and everything. I mean, that's straight up like from the 70s. Like, there's wood paneling in the bathroom. That's got to go.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm excited. So one thing we did this week, because this week was a bit of like a catch-up week after that mural. We had so much other stuff to catch up on. We have a big work truck, and so and we have so much extra paint left over, specifically white. So I went in and we completely cleaned the work truck, and I painted the box part of it. But I don't know if it matters, but the paint we use for the murals is masonry paint. You paint on brick, and it's like, lets the bricks breathe and all that stuff. So I'm thinking there shouldn't be a problem. So we painted the side of the box truck, like not the actual cab where it's the
the metal part
of the car, but the box. Painted it white and because it had John's logo and website and all that, and I wanted to freshen it up, and so I painted it all white with masonry paint. So so far it has not ripped off the sides on the highway. I'm excited.
That's a great start.
Yeah. Now I just don't know what we should do on it. Like, should we put one of John's paintings on the side of the truck, or should we just do the logo again with with stencils or something? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Right now it's kind of nice because it's all white and clean, but I feel like it's a work truck. We should probably put branding on it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
And if we did a painting on both sides, what paintings? Because you don't want to pigeonhole yourself into, a particular painting.
Yeah, it's like if you put a dog painting, you don't want people to think you're just a dog artist.
Just a dog artist.
I just paint dogs.
Well, Kylie Sykes joins us, says, "Hey y'all, sorry I'm late."
Hey.
Kim said the black paint on your background, is it the same as your sticky outline paint?
It is, but it's really thin, this stuff. So it doesn't have the extra medium added to it. So, but it is a little different. But what I wanted to do for this though is to really cover it in, because there will be some gray and some other colors in the background. But I wanted to cover up all the white, because I'm going to go in with the paint knives next after all this dries, and then and that way you don't have little bubbles that are showing through and all that kind of stuff. So but yeah, it's roughly the same kind of paint. Here, let me show you. Let me put us away. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so this is sort of an idea, just so you can get the idea that it's going to be very dark all around it, except for the colorful painting. hopefully it'll have the effect that I'm wanting.
So what made you choose that particular colorful painting?
Well, I want it to be a really colorful painting, and I thought about something that was more, I don't know, like, if you do something that's hyper realistic, like if it's a face or a dog, it's something like that. I thought that might be a little distracting.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe vegetation or something would be good, but something that maybe it does. I know when I first started painting things that were very realistic. Well, it was important to me because I wanted to let everybody know, I can still understand things.
Yeah.
And all that, and know what things look like. So I wanted to have that, but also all the riot of color that we have, that's in there now, that I have. So.
Oh, that's cool.
So hopefully it'll be like a good combination of that.
Yeah.
And it'll start getting brighter. Up through here it'll get like going to white in the canvas, and then lots and lots of color. All this is going to be really thick color as well. So it'll have some really thick impasto paint put around it, and then it'll start to thin out as it goes away a little bit, and then it'll fade into white.
Yeah.
At least that's the idea.
Nice.
But
I like it.
I'm really curious what everybody thinks though about And I haven't really drawn in I've drawn in my glasses a little bit, but I haven't really they're not colored in yet or anything, and so everything's really rough.
Are you gonna add color to your glasses?
Probably a little. Well, I don't know. I mean, they're black.
Yeah.
So
Or you could do like on the reflection, some color just popping in that reflection.
Yeah, that could be interesting. But I won't use a jet black because that'll almost make it look like my head's divided. Because the black background's so black, but a really dark grays and stuff, and some black.
Yeah, and you might want to add like a little highlight line to make the glasses look a little bit forward off your forehead.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be good. And fix my nose. Good grief! Look at this nose, guys.
Well, it's a process. Well, speaking of the truck, my mom says painting for sure. She thinks painting.
Oh.
We went to go see the mural. My mom, Jack, and I went to go see the mural. And take drone shots and all that stuff the other day, and we were talking about it on the way home, and she was like, yes, definitely painting, because it was all fancy white and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And then Kim says, I really like the logo, so that's cool.
Oh.
Ken said maybe the one he's painting now, so maybe the painting you're doing now on the side of the truck, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
And Charlene said, aren't most of your paintings really bright?
They are.
Yes.
Most of them are really bright. Every once in a while, I'll do one that's kind of a darker painting, but most of the paintings I do though they're music paintings as well. So I try to paint the colors that I see when I hear the music. So they just naturally turn out being more bright, and it's kind of abstract realism in a way where I draw things so they're more realistic, but then use the idea of sound for color and emotions for color and all this sort of stuff, so that it actually it becomes abstracted. But yeah, most of them are really bright. Every once in a while I'll do a dark one.
Well, and with this one, and I mean you mentioned it at the beginning, this one it's about your journey of losing eyesight, and painting kind of helped you through that therapeutically and all that. So you're very black and white in this painting, and then the painting itself is colorful. So it's like sort of that journey. And speaking of that journey, Kim said the one is that one is a path too, correct? Like your journey. So that painting you're painting.
Oh snap! That's I love that. And with this, I'm going to try to funnel people's perception or their viewing kind of down the path by having it so chunky over on the far side where it's a lot of black, really thick, chunky paint. And then it thins out, like going down the arm. All of this will start to thin. And over here, it'll be really thick and chunky, but crazy colors, and it'll start to reduce down to a thinner paint. And one of the things, too, is that the place where it'll hang, people who are visually impaired will be able to actually touch the painting. And I'm going to have some different techniques in it, where some techniques that I use today to do thick paint and the ways that I draw today. But I'm also going to put in some of the old style sort of raised line drawings that I still use sometimes. but I'm going to put that in there as well. So even in the painting, it'll show a process of like the last 18 years of different methods are going to be used in the painting.
That's cool. That's going to be awesome.
I hope so. I hope it turns out. It's funny with a painting, failure is always an option. But that's part of the fun. I mean, because if you're not trying something new or trying, then there's, I don't know.
What's the point?
Yeah, really. It's just like, what is the point? I mean, it's just,
Well, Trillian said, I absolutely love the brightness. Makes me happy. The brighter, the better for me. So,
oh, that's great.
got
Me
a fan.
too.
And Nancy says, I've got one in blues, gray, and purple. No yellow, pink, or orange. So you remember that big painting you did for Nancy. It's so... I love that paint. It's one of my favorites. Oh. And speaking of Nancy, I wanted to say it was kind of funny today. We dropped off a painting. It was a commission. I'm not going to say anything because it was, whatever. But what's funny is we were there and...
What's a surprise?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
It's a surprise, so we can't say anything until it's a surprise.
Yeah, but it was funny because they had the same scenario because Nancy's got this painting called River of Sunshine where it's like, it's a landscape and throughout the day and you did it, obviously. I mean, it's a fairly large one, and throughout the day, as the light changes in the room, the painting kind of it shows off like the different times of day. I mean, it changes over the time of day. So when we were dropping out this painting, they mentioned the same thing about a painting they had, and I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, so, well, that's awesome.
You do color well, babe.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm tempted whenever like I'm doing like a self portrait. Kind of like my arm over here, like maybe I should add a little muscle to it. Like maybe I shouldn't.
Put a little 6-pack on the under the shirt.
Yeah, just like starting to, but yeah. So I don't know, but
little tats.
Oh gosh,
face tats. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, that's probably the only way I would get a tattoo because I can change it. I can change it whenever I want it.
There you go.
Although I don't think I'm cool enough. I don't have the street cred for a tattoo. I don't think.
I don't think you need street cred.
You don't think I need it, or you don't think I have it? What did you say?
I don't think you need it. For a tattoo.
Asthma. Sorry. One second. I was getting too excited.
As you take a puff off your inhaler.
Yeah. I can't even think about tattoos without hyperventilating. I've kind of painted myself into a corner here because I put so much black wet paint around it that I can't really touch it now that everywhere's wet.
Well, my mom said definitely muscle. You should add some muscle to your arm.
Yeah, there we go. See, that's all I'm saying. Like
yeah, why not?
Boop, boop.
Yeah, there you go.
Nah, I'd feel like I was cheating. Like, if I want to add muscle to my arm, I should work out, then do another self-portrait.
There you go.
Man.
Yeah.
That's also a thing about tattoos. Like, I think it's really cool that people get tattoos, and it's it's for a lot of different reasons. But I always thought, like, if I did it, it'd be more like vanity. It wouldn't be like to commemorate something or to celebrate something. It'd be like, oh yeah, I want to look better. And then I think, well, if I really want to look better, maybe I should go for more walks. Maybe I should eat less carbs and stuff. Like that'd be the first place for me to start. Yeah,
but, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just me.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of hang-ups with like why people would get a tattoo. I know for me it was very like, what am I gonna get? It was a big thing, but then you get one and you're like, I mean, it's not that, it doesn't become that big of a deal. Like the commitment isn't that scary down the road. You're just like,
that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know, and also having a design that you just want forever.
Yeah.
That's really been. I'm sorry, I dropped the rag. That's probably one of the biggest things. Too.
You just gotta jump in, take the leap.
Oh yeah, get
a Star Trek tattoo. I mean, that's a good one. Any Star Trek. Yeah, Star Wars, like me.
Well, heck yeah. Well, I can't really touch the painting much anymore without putting black fingerprints all over the place right now. But yeah. So there.
All right. Well, so next week, what do you think you're going to be working on?
Well,
maybe the landscape one.
Yeah. Hopefully the landscape
That'd be
one.
Cool.
So I want to have that. Actually, I will because I'm going to start it. Actually, I'm going to start tomorrow, the next day, but then I'll have it to work on when the German film crew's here on Friday. But then we're going away for the weekend, so I won't be able to work on it. We're going to go spend some time with my parents. Haven't seen them in forever. Well, I mean, I talked to them, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, we're going to the lake because I bought a magnet fishing kit and I want to try this thing. I just want to find some of your mom's cell phones in the bottom of the lake. That's all.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to spend time with mom and dad. We've had a death in the family on my mom's side, and we haven't really had a chance just to. I don't know. Like I talk to her every day and everything. Everything's great, but it'd be nice to actually spend some actual face-to-face time. Sort of
thing. For sure.
So I will have it to work on next week.
Well, that's cool. Well, Nancy said, speaking of the tattoos or a robot, like me, you could get robots tattooed.
Yeah.
I would get all robots.
Well, that's true. That's something that I would never, get tired of.
Or dinosaurs are cool. That's
robot
cool.
Dinosaur, yeah.
Eating a robot. Anyway, okay, so Steve Evans says my third and last tattoo was my own design.
Ooh.
So I know for me, I wanted to do one of your paintings as a tattoo on me, and as my first tattoo, and I went and I talked to a tattoo guy, and he was like, after looking at that painting, he basically said it would be the entirety of my back because of the detail and the color use.
Yeah.
It was basically R2-D2 with like wings behind him because John painted this for me ages ago, and it's one of my favorites. But I'm not getting R2-D2 the size of my back, so that one got shelved.
Yeah, I thought about maybe coming up with, because I've had some other people that have wanted to get tattoos, and I think maybe have.
Oh,
but
that's cool.
But or they said they were. I don't know, like on messages. But who knows? It's the internet. People could say lots of things. But I thought it'd be interesting to come up with some designs that were a little more simple.
Yeah.
I mean, not simple designs, but were made so that they would work as a tattoo.
More graphic.
Yeah. So more bolder lines. Not using 50 colors, maybe using
I mean, you almost
4,
need to,
8, 2.
Especially after like watching Ink Masters and all that. If you want it's like asking somebody to do a Monet painting on you. It's like you really need to go to like a watercolor expert, or watercolor tattoo expert, or something like that. So
that's true.
Well, Chris Castor Pierce joins us. Says, "Hey, John and Jackie, I couldn't hear you for a few minutes. Oh well, sorry. I hope you can hear us now."
Oh yeah, I hope so. Let me check and see if.
And my mom says I loved that one. So,
it's not saying we have any drop frames, so maybe it wasn't on our end. Hopefully not.
Well, okay, so you'll be working on that other one next week, and
yeah. Here's a peek at this one.
Yep.
So this one's going to be much more done. The next time that we talk, and I'll have a whole new one to do, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be cool, and we'll have people working on our bathrooms.
Yeah, and that'll be. I mean, they'll be gone by the time we film, but we might be, I don't know. We gotta figure out how they're gonna work, because
might be a little frazzled.
Which bathroom are they gonna start on? It's crazy. Anyway, cool. Well, Chris says love it, and Troy Lane says I can't wait. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will be back next Tuesday, and have more painting stuff done.
Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I look forward to this all the time.
Yeah, like and share, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. We'll see you soon, guys.
Thanks.